Where did she come from?
Mary Poppins and the Bankses. They're family to me.
Mary Poppins was a real person? So it's not the children she comes to save. It's their father. It's your father.
Irish heartthrob Colin Farrell proves that a spoonful of sugar is needed for his latest role in new Disney film's Saving Mr. Banks. The flick centres around author P.L. Travers and her reluctance to hand over her beloved Mary Poppins books to the silver screen. But what attracted Mr. Farrell to the sweet role?
Reading the script, I found him very, very sad, and in playing it at times, it was very sad, but never, when I got home, was never drained by it. There was something kind of, I don't know why, because it wouldn't have been beautiful as his daughter, but there was something kind of beautiful about the sadness and about his attempt and about something tragic about it, but it wasn't. While he was a destructive force in many ways, he was also a creative force in the lives of his children, and he couldn't attend, he couldn't turn up as a dad. He could in small moments, and in those moments he was beautiful and sublime, but a lot of the time he wasn't violent. He wasn't, it could have been a different form, racked with alcoholism, but it wasn't. His journey through that wasn't one of violence and wasn't one of destruction. It was one of sadness and melancholy and self-pity and all these other things that would be very frustrating to be close to. But I found him quite beautiful as well, really. And I mean, he so formed the woman, as parents do with children, and as early memories do in later life. He so formed the woman that she became.
Now, speaking about little Ginty, she's so cute and so
gorgeous.
adorable.
She's gorgeous. She looks like she stepped out of a sepia picture, doesn't she? She looks like, she's almost in copper tones. They saw a bunch of young actresses and young girls, and they imported her and her family from Australia. Yeah, so they brought her all the way from Australia, and they had seen hundreds of kids who were ready and willing, of course, in Los Angeles. And then when John Lee Hancock and the producers were visiting Alara and the other places that are visited in the film that are in Australia, they did an open casting, and they met this Annie Buckley, that's her name, and they met her, and she was just, she was just extraordinary looking, and those big eyes, and very comfortable in herself. She had her parents there with her, and it was all very cool, and she's quite brilliant, actually. She's a joy to work with.
Introducing the creator of our beloved Mary
Poppins. Never ever just Mary. Now, where is Mr. Disney?
She's here.
I thought Emma was genius. I thought she was genius in it.
It was definitely, I think, the best film she's been in to date.
Wow, and she's done some good
phenomenal.
ones. Yeah, she's amazing in it. She really is. That's cool to hear. I'm so happy for her, and if I can say it without being pretentious, proud of her.
Yeah.
So I got to meet her a little bit. I didn't get to work with her, of course.
No, it's all wrong.
It's all wrong.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Stop! Mary Poppins is not for sale. I won't have her turned into one of your silly cartoons.
Says the woman who sent a flying nanny with a talking umbrella to save the children.
Now, what's it like coming home? Because you're not here that often. What is it that you look forward to most? Is it potato crisp?
Catching up with my old mates. I mean, even this time around, it's been so potato crisp. Do you know what? There's a store in Los Angeles called the Irish Store. It's imaginative, what? And it has all potato and Cadbury's and Roundtree and McVitie's and
My kind of store.
Barry's and Lions and so I've had many packs of potato over in the Sunshine State, but catching up with mates, going for a walk on Sandymount Strand, which is one of the first things we did when we got off the plane, and I realised I went for a drive last night on my own around the city at about 12 o'clock, half 12, and I just love driving around the streets of this town.
I'm wondering what I have to do to make you happy. You've never been to Disneyland, and that's the happiest place on earth.
No, please.
Well, when does anybody get to go to Disneyland with Walt Disney himself?
There he is.
So you need a break at the stage. It's well deserved.
Do you know what? It's funny. It's funny. Film work is kind of compared to, saying to my sister, parenting, like being at home with the two lads, the kids. I go to work for a rest nearly now. See, I swear. Yeah. Honest to God. Well, it's just but you know, they say men don't multitask well. Well, I don't know about other fellas, but I don't. You know, so school runs and lunches and kids and play dates and then trying to do meetings and working out all that. Working a film, it's just one thing. You know, you're spoiled. You're picked up in the morning, dropped to your tray. You've done your work. It's one. You know, but having said that, it's I've been off for 2.5 months now, and I'm not working for another 2. So it's great to be home with the. Yeah, it's magic to just be home, switching off and